This is March in the Great Plains. Scores of cars and trucks line the major highways leading out of town, waiting, unable to move. Grader blades and plows have long since cleaned city streets. Melting, forced by salt, is finishing the job. But out on the highway, snow whipped back across the road by high winds has paralyzed travel. Fortunately, help's on the way. This community planned ahead to minimize the traffic paralysis. Men shy a night's sleep, and powerful machines that don't care what time it is are hard at work, reopening the highways to break the logjam of traffic waiting back in town. The Cat Wheel Loader, one of the newest prime movers for snow handling equipment, is appearing in increasing numbers each season across the snow belt. Elsewhere, one of the machines you're likely to find leading the counterattack is the familiar Cat Motor Grader. Next to your own snow shovel, probably the most experienced snow-moving tool in widespread use. Various configurations of the Cat Grader and loader give a complete line to fit varying conditions. Both prime movers can be supplied with a variety of specialized tools that tailor the peculiar abilities of the long wheelbase grader and short wheelbase loader to solve your specific snow problem, efficiently, yet economically. A full line of attachments to match different depths, different snow disposal problems. Both the Cat Motor Grader and loader are all-season material handlers. Useful year-round in summer maintenance or road repair tasks. Both are fully warranted by Caterpillar Tractor Company and backed by convenient dealer, parts, and service availability anywhere in the free world. Whatever attachments you choose, the changeover at the end of summer is comparatively simple. The bucket was removed from this Cat 944 Traxcavator, for example, and the wing and V-plow pin-mounted by 2 men and a hoist truck in less than an hour. Simplified changeover means your loader or grader won't be sidelined for precious hours if an early storm hits. Just drive in, connect the plow with the same pins used to connect the bucket, and the machine is ready to go. Traxcavator hydraulics control both plow and wing. Here's the same model, the medium-sized 944 at work on a county road, making quick work of a new layer of snow. This is the larger 966, similarly equipped with ohm steel plow and wing, working in heavier snow. Another 966 runs interference for the first cars through after a heavy fall. Widening the road on the return trip, both plow and wing are used to push back snow wedged aside in the opening pass. The wing, hydraulically controlled from the cab, can be raised and angled to any position, or used horizontally at heights to 5 feet for shaving off banks as protection against driftback. Winging is not only good wind insurance, but prevents buildup from doubling the volume to be moved on the next pass. Good visibility and responsive hydraulic actuation lets the operator clear close to bridge railings and other obstructions. Note that one man easily controls machine, plow, and wing. Steering with the rear wheels makes the Cat Loader a natural for maneuvering close to parked cars, one of the biggest headaches in urban snow removal. Roading the machine through traffic from one job to the next is no problem in two-wheel drive travel range. Short radius rear wheel steer again comes in handy for close quarter turnarounds. Unexcelled maneuverability plus one lever power shifting gets the Trexcavator at work on the new job fast. Now downshifted to four-wheel drive to break open drifts that would really bog down older equipment. Because the plow is mounted just like the bucket, the lift mechanism can be used to top off heavy drifts a slice at a time. Working the point of the plow back and forth is especially useful in crusted snow. The special abilities of a Trexcavator in snow removal are increasing its use as a troubleshooter. Its all-wheel drive traction moves a lot of snow in a hurry. Another attachment to tailor the loader to the specific problem is the blower. With snow first windrowed at the side, 12 and 15-yard side-boarded trucks are blown full in less than a minute. Power-boosted rear wheel steer and excellent visibility encourage the operator to safely maneuver closer to mailboxes and hydrants, despite passing traffic. Narrow streets and heavy snowfall meant snow couldn't simply be pushed aside to interfere with parking and blocked driveways. 6 miles of town streets are plowed open in a few hours after a heavy fall, then bared to the curb by the blower. Complete cleanup in less than 3 days after a 15-inch fall. A different snow problem is solved by a similarly equipped cat loader clearing snow from the runway of an airport. Another blower-equipped Trexcavator chews into crystallized snow, clogging a township road hardened by more than a week's set. The serrated augers churn at 1,200 RPM, powered by an auxiliary gasoline engine. Mounted on the loader lift arms, the blower can be raised to eat off the top of deeper frozen drifts. Other communities with a shorter snow season simply leave the bucket on year-round. A wide choice of buckets is available for each machine, ranging up to 5-yard capacity on the 966. Since snow is comparatively easy loading, larger buckets can be used to speed up the job considerably. The bucket on this 922 has been enlarged to more than double normal capacity for clearing the parking area of shopping centers and other contract snow removal jobs. With the bucket lever in the float position, the blacktop can be skin clean without damage to the pavement. Move to another job, cleaning up a factory yard. The 922 with 3-yard bucket loads stockpiled snow into trucks for hauling out of the way. The side dump bucket is another useful snow removal tool. Trucks can be loaded faster and the other lane left open to traffic. Dual direction dumping, to the front or to the side, at the operator's choice, means less spillage and better load distribution. Choice of loading pattern with the side dump fits any job layout, increases efficiency. These machines are part of a fleet of 5, purchased expressly for clearing the heavily traveled approaches and main span of a toll bridge. With the loader working parallel to the truck, less lane space is taken up in the snow removal operation. When a heavy fall snarls traffic, chances are you'll use every machine available. Here's an example of wheels and tracks teaming up to get snow out of an intersection fast. Machines bought primarily for their summer job as loaders, but instantly available for the hurry-up job of loading snow when needed. Here's another example of teamwork. The Trexcavator out front runs interference for an older number 12 motor grader following on cleanup. In areas of lesser snowfall, or where the practice is to start snow removal as soon as an inch or so is accumulated, the standard blade does an adequate job. Here, the Cat number 14 grader on the left and the intermediate size number 12 team up to blade a 26-foot road clean with a single pass by each machine. Blade work like this is often done in high gear, 22 miles per hour on the number 14, relying more on speed than power. Most experienced operators have developed other tricks of the trade. In light, fluffy snow, tipping the blade forward usually gives better blade action. Use of oversized tires, chains, calcium chloride, and wheel weights for increasing traction and slippery footing are other practices common to loaders and motor graders alike. Since virtually every community owns one or more motor graders for road maintenance, adding a V-plow and wing is one of the most common arrangements for deeper snow. This number 112 Series F motor grader is owned by a small governmental body. The machine was timed opening a 3,000-foot stretch of farm-to-market road with some adverse grades. A crust had developed that would support a 200-pound man in places. Depth varied from drifts 5 feet deep to only a few inches. The highway was completely cleared for two-way travel in 1 hour and 28 minutes. Snow removal is a torture test of equipment. The triple box section frame on Cat motor graders, strongest in the industry, can stand stresses like this without twisting or distortion. The exclusive oil clutch won't build up heat during frequent shifting, won't need adjustment until most clutches are due for replacement. Plow curvature has to be right to slice through and roll the snow, not just doze it aside. V-plows are available in a choice of curvature for most Cat graders. Fabricated from Man-10 steel, the plows combine strength with minimum weight. Down pressure on the deeply dished V-plow prevents riding up over packed snow and ice. Cutting edges and plow shoes are heat treated for long wear. Like the wing on the loader, the motor grader wing can be used horizontally to a height of over 5 feet or angled to any position. Adding a blower fan at the end of the mast-type wing is another specialized attachment for Cat motor graders. The blower is ideal for airports to throw a cloud of snow far off the runway, or in open country, wherever there's plenty of room to blow snow aside. The operator keeps the right half of the plow centered on the bank to prevent spillage. Despite a heavy side draft on the number 12, the snow is handled at steady speed with no side slip or spin out to rob traction. Wet snow, set by several days of alternate freezing and thawing, is fed into the blower by the tapered wing. There's no need to dogleg into the bank as with some machines, slowing down the widening operation. Quite a different solution to the snow problem than in high country, where there's often only room to shove snow one way. This number 14 Series D motor grader uses a reversible plow and hydraulically side-shifted standard blade to push snow off the side of twisting, turning mountain roads. With more than 10 tons on the drive wheels, the number 14 shows it has the traction and horsepower to move a lot of snow in a hurry. Leaning front wheels counteract side draft from the front-mounted plow. Today's Cat graders are bigger, yet easier to operate, and have greatly increased horsepower, more weight, and therefore more traction to clear snow at higher speeds. The Cat wheel loader has rapidly earned reputation as a capable, highly maneuverable snow mover. An all-wheel drive troubleshooter that quickly cleans out bad spots that would slow down conventional equipment. In this complete line of specialized snow removal machinery are the answers to your snow removal problem. You'll also be investing in a machine whose value isn't limited to a few months of the year, that doesn't have to be mothballed at the end of winter. Basically, moving snow is like any other material handling job. The machines that are built to maintain your roads can do the job. Highly maneuverable four-wheel drive Cat wheel loaders and reliable, proven Caterpillar motor graders, each equipped with quick connect snow tools when required, can open your roads, keep traffic moving in the worst that winter can offer, yet dependably and economically. Quality built to stand up in the most severe winter operating conditions and keep running. Reliable, practical answers to the snow problem.